Week 3. Here we are at the end of week 3. The date is the 4th of March. It's currently about 20 to 10 at night. I'm usually in bed by this time, starting to doze off. But I was on the phone with a good friend and had a really good conversation with them. It's good to stay connected and social. And, that's a really important thing. So I've lost 5.5 kilos in total since the start. So that's 5.5 kilos in 3 weeks, which I'm happy about. I did have a slip up on Sunday. Now, I didn't eat anything else apart from my diet, but I had not eaten all Sunday, and I did mix my lunch. I had my lunch close to my dinner, probably only an hour between, and then not long after that I went to bed. So I think all those calories that I ingested weren't able to be burnt away. So the next morning I got up and I weighed 0.6 kilos more. I weighed 0.6 kilos more on the Monday than I did on the Sunday, which kind of set me back, and I feel like I could have made it to 6 kilos, which was my goal. But I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow, and if I'm at 6, I'm going to consider that a good win. If I'm not, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Keep moving. I mean, it's 5.5 kilos anyway. And I'm happy about that. I forgot to mention last week with this longer video that in the first video I said I'm going to be showing my body each week, but I won't. I'll be showing it at the end of each month. Just so it's, a little bit easier to see differences, I guess. I don't want to keep showing off my fat ass on bloody camera. Unless you can see like some actual changes. I've been getting good sleep. I've been taking magnesium capsules and staying off my phone a lot before bed. I've been really sticking to a routine instead of just talking about sticking to a good sleep routine and then wondering why it's not happening. I've been reading a lot before bed. That helps me get very tired. And I've been falling asleep relatively quickly, like within 15 to 30 minutes. I know for some people that sounds like a long time. For me, that's a good amount of time, especially when it's about 15 minutes, which has been often. It's good. So I've actually been happy with that. However, I have been feeling quite exhausted the past half a week, mentally and physically. My body's quite sore from training. And I can feel it. I can feel that exhaustion. But I keep pushing through it. I've been having a bit of a loss of motivation. But that's the thing, is that motivation is sparing, right? But discipline is eternal. And that's what I've been telling myself. And I haven't been letting myself slip up and not do what I have to do. I haven't been letting myself wake up late. Even if I don't feel like getting up, I have to get up. I have to do my stretches and my physio in the morning. And I've been doing that consistently. I've been doing everything I have to do. And it might be a shame to say, but this is probably the longest time that I've ever stuck to a routine like this so vigorously. So, the way I have to keep sticking with this is with discipline. That's how I stick to this. That's how I ensure that this continues, and that I don't falter, is just pure discipline. And I think discipline gets easier with age and maturity, but it's more of a character trait than anything. There are old men and women who aren't disciplined at all, completely undisciplined. I find myself fairly disciplined, but I have to put it into practice, and I have been with this program. So that's what I've been thinking about this week. I've been thinking a lot about, not that I've been struggling so much that, I have to remain disciplined. It hasn't been that hard because, doing this stuff is enjoyable. As hard as it is, it is enjoyable. But when I start to feel very mentally fatigued, physically fatigued, and I need to push myself, that's how I'm going to stick with this, is with discipline. And now I've said that word so much, it's almost losing meaning. But it's a good word. It's a core virtue. It's a tenet of life. And I'm incorporating that into my character. I had a stretch class on Sunday. That was a lot of fun. Not a class, it was more of a one-on-one session. The stretcher, I guess you could call him. I was the stretchee. I asked them to focus on my hips and my groin and my lower body, so my hamstrings and things like that, and it was a great experience, They really pushed me to limits I didn't think were possible, and it was nice to hear that I have a good range of motion, more than the average person apparently. That's probably due to my stretching that I do every morning, and the kind of the work that I do, I try to stay physically, well, not try to, I have to stay physically active at work. So that was nice. That was a good thing. It's a shame that it costs so much, but had a talk with the owner. They might be able to get me a deal for less. I don't want to be that guy that gets it for less, but at the same time, if he offers it, then it's good. And the gym is going great. My strength is increasing a lot. I've cut out bicep curls, like, single weight bicep curls, like with dumbbells or with cables, with like single arm, because, my elbow is just flaring up too much. I do get to see the physio this Thursday, so be able to get an action plan on that. Same as my cardio. My cardio sessions are going good. I'm going to start incorporating ab routines. I'll discuss that more next week when I actually have a proper plan in place. But I've formulated something. Fridays, I'm not going to do bike riding anymore because that's right before my leg down Saturday. Probably my Fridays, I'll do a nice cardio core routine. And then in the mornings, when I am not training at the gym, so that's 3 mornings a week, I will do probably like a light 15-minute ab workout as well as a light 15-minute stretch instead of a comprehensive 20 to 25-minute stretch that I've been doing. So that's my progress so far, 5.5 kilos lost in total. I'm really hoping that tomorrow it'll become 6, but hey, don't hope too much because often you'll become disappointed. You just keep chipping away, building those bricks, laying those bricks and building that house, I should say. I'm gonna cut it off now. Pretty tired and it's really late and I need all the sleep that I can get. I'm full from dinner and I'm ready to hit the sack. All right.